Okay, so I just did the boys and introduced you all to the boys. Now I'm doing the girls. I did get their weights for today. So as you'll see, my little Ireland is growing. She now is a bunch smaller than the next biggest, or the next smallest, which is red. So I'm gonna work on supplementing her. I did not supplement her yesterday because she's growing. It's best that they nurse, especially the small ones. You want them to get the nutrients, but I think it is important that we keep her growing. So I will go through the girls. The first one is Lavender. And as you'll see, Lavender is, wow, sorry, my handwriting is, well, it's not horrible. I can read it. It's 1 pound, 11 ounces. That's an O. I was like, is that 1 and 16 ounces? That would be kind of silly. So let's introduce you to Ireland. And as I will show you briefly, Georgia is taking a break, but she's keeping an eye on it. I don't know if I told you, Oakley's over here. He's very concerned about his puppies, but Georgia will headbutt them. Actually headbutted Oakley. Didn't bite, no teeth, just kind of bonked him in the head with her nose to tell him he was too close to her puppies. So first one is Lavender. Sorry, our yellow lab is outside. My daughter walked away because, why let him in when you can walk away and do nothing? So this is Lavender. Here is her head and her markings. Her nose is coming in nicely. And let's see, I got them walking around before, but they did just eat, which is why George is taking a break. Very nice coloring on the back, nice little dot there. And the tail is actually more of a solid color. Some of them have some of the boys have a little black rim. So they're starting to walk, as you can see, not steady on the feet. The eyes are still shut. So that is Lavender. Let me look over here. And the next female is going to be Teal. She is named Sloan. That's after my son's good friend. And she is 1 pound, 7 ounces. So I don't know if you can tell. So this, oops, that is light blue. So this one's Teal. She's sleeping nicely. She's got some nice coloring going, but let's get her for you. So here is her face. Her nose is coming in nicely. She should be awake now. Let me just check her collar, sorry. Okay, I just make sure that their collars are loose because they grow so fast. They very quickly collar can come in tight, become tight. So her tail is more solid. And she's doing a pretty decent job walking up down the hill. They do like to snuggle together. And it's funny, sometimes in the last litter you saw the pairing, like there's specific pairs that they would have that they always cuddled with. I'm not noticing it as much this litter, but probably because there's so many puppies it's hard to keep track. Okay, so the next female is gonna be Purple. She's named Bo, B-O-W. Obviously, whoever ends up with these puppies can change their names. Okay, so Purple is right next to Teal. So this is Bo, the purple collar, sleeping. Her nose is nice and dark already. She's got nice coloring in here, her cute little ears. And then I say she has a smiley face. Maybe you want to see that as a horseshoe. I like to see it as a smiley face. I want to see her tail. Oops. So I woke her up a little bit. But she's also kind of got the nice differentiated color. I was saying in the other video, most of our puppies in the last litter were solid black. Kind of the way Ireland is. Ireland's very dark. I will tell you, none of them ended up very dark. But that's how they started. So it'll be interesting. Okay, so here is Bo with the purple, and let's see, she'll do a little walking for you now that I've separated her. They like to get back to their little group and get some warmth. I'm sorry about my leg. So she's going in the wrong direction, trying to find some of her litter mates, which is nice because you can see her walking more and they're just learning how to walk, but I'm gonna help her out a little bit because I feel badly. Oh, why don't you try that direction? So, and it is funny, sometimes the puppies will tunnel under others and sometimes they just go over the top. So it's fun to watch. I think puppies like kids, all the stages are cute except when they start destroying things. Thankfully, usually they find new homes before they start destroying things. Okay, so that was Purple. Pink is Dakota. I might have said that wrong. So Bo is 1.9 ounce, 1 pound 9 ounces, and Dakota, who has the pink collar, is 1 pound 7 ounces. So Dakota's right there next to Scotland. So she's sleeping with her head all tucked in. Let's see her tail. So her tail is all one solid color. I don't think she has a lot of markings on her back, but we'll have to check that in a second. So let's pick her up. So she's sleeping with her tongue out. So she's got the nice symmetrical markings. And let's see if she'll walk for you or just go back to sleep. So she's gonna, they do like to get to other puppies, but sometimes they're just tired. So, okay, maybe she's just gonna go back to sleep. Okay, so the last female is green, and that is mine, and that is Ireland, and she is 3.2 ounces. So she's tiny. She's been tiny from the start. It's kind of funny. I was tiny from the start. I was only 5 pounds. I was born early, but I am now 5'9". I'm not a big person though. I'm very kind of thin. Scrawny, as my kids like to tell me sometimes, but whatever. So this is Ireland. I will tell you, eventually they catch up. I mean, we did have, and she's got nice markings. She has good movement. In the beginning, she wasn't drinking so well with her tongue, but now she is, you know, in terms of abilities, she is right there. You can see her go. I mean, she's right there with everyone else. She's not behind in any of her movement, any of her abilities. She's actually pretty quick compared to the other ones that are a little bit bigger. But we'll see. I took her collar off at the beginning because she was so thin and she kept going down her neck and over her shoulders. I could probably put it back on, but at this point, she's the only one without a collar, and she's our darkest puppy. So, but she's feisty. And we've been doing a decent job of making sure she nurses. I think yesterday we were a little bit more relaxed, just letting the puppies, I did see, I was pulling Duke off, who's our biggest male puppy, so she could nurse, and then what did he do yesterday? He grew one and a half ounces, which is not a lot for him from Sunday to Monday. So yesterday on Monday I was like, okay, you can do what you want to do. And then he gained 3.5 ounces. So, but I do look out for Ireland, and then Red, who's behind, which is a male, he's a pound, but he's on the smaller side for the males. So I just look out for them. But there's the video of the boys. I hope that was educational or fun, and you guys get to see them grow every day, and I'm actually enjoying documenting it, so hopefully you don't mind. Take care.